Welcome to Overtime. I'm OD, and
I'm Erin.
today we got a lot of topics. Today we're gonna go in, as they say, go in. So be ready. Make sure you watch both parts, 1 and 2. We're gonna send you one on Facebook or wherever way we send you. Make sure you look and scroll down and see part 2, because most of the time part 2s are we just go in real hard on those. Start off. Last week. I don't think we made any predictions.
Yeah,
we
kind of missed that part.
Yeah, we talked about the whole Thanksgiving stuff, and we just kind of left it at that. No predictions. This week we're gonna go back to predictions. Start off with Bengals at Steelers. This gonna be a real big division game. So I was still kind of leaning. I hadn't quite made my decision. I'm gonna go ahead and say Steelers. I think it's playoff time. Time to get down, work hard. It's getting cold. That's typically this team is a cold weather team. They work hard. As it gets colder, they win more games. So I'm gonna just stick and just say with the Steelers. But my argument with the Bengals is just the whole they're gelling. I mean,
they are
playing good defense.
They got a good running game.
Yeah,
Andy Dalton's playing well.
Yeah, Dalton's. I get you were saying before about the whole offensive rookie of the year situation and.
Right.
I mean, I guess I couldn't be upset. I'm a big Cam Newton fan, but I couldn't be upset with the fact of what Dalton's doing.
Right.
Because they're winning games. They beat teams they were supposed to beat. Their division's tough with the Ravens and the Steelers, but they beat the teams they were supposed to beat. So,
right.
It should be an interesting game. I think it'll be a must watch this weekend. So, I'm gonna stick with the Steelers. Who you got?
I have the Steelers. Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping that they can get a little bit of the run game going a little bit more. I mean, it hasn't really been there as much as I'd like to see it there.
I definitely hope that is.
I know, your boy Mendy. But I think that game against the Chiefs was just really bad. So I'm hoping that was just a minor hiccup, and now they can move past it, get some passes to Mike Wallace, please.
Yeah, because
thank you.
If they do that again this Sunday, they're going to lose because that team's not going to make those mistakes. I mean,
no.
Paco the Great was just horrendous. I mean, he tries hard to help the other team win. I mean, I don't know when they're going to get that backup stand-in or whenever. Orton's probably going to come in this week. I got a feeling that's what's going to happen with the Chiefs play this week, whoever they play. They're irrelevant anyway. Next, Falcons at Texans. I really think this is going to be an interesting game, too. Quietly, the Falcons have been pretty good.
They're getting it together. They always seem to do this, I feel like.
Yeah, well, except last year because they were like, what did they lose 2 games last year?
Yeah, but it seems like they get better as the season goes on.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Their defense is a bunch of no-name guys that, they gel. I mean, some teams just gel, and that defense just gels. And I think they're 4-1. The last loss came in the close game to the Saints. So I mean, that team's doing pretty good.
Yeah. I like that team, and I think they're using their running game a little bit more, which is helping them, open up the passing game too. So I think that's better.
All in all, though, I still feel like Texans will win this game. As much as
TJ Yates.
It's not gonna be about the quarterback.
They got a good running game.
I hope Andre Johnson has a horrible game because I'm facing him in fantasy league. But the fact of the matter is, I just feel like that team's rolling. That defense is stingy. It's mean. They punch you in the mouth. That's a good defense the Texans have. Falcons, Turner's kind of banged up right now. The wide receiver, he's not doing too good.
Roddy.
No, not Roddy. Even Roddy. Yeah, Roddy's having a horrible year too. The other one, I can't think of what his name is right now. But either way, the rookie wide receiver, he's not doing that well either. Julio Jones. God, why I couldn't remember that. But fact of the matter is, their passing game is a little sketchy right now, and they're using like their third, fourth guys on the bench with the wide receiver.
I don't even know if Julio Jones is gonna play.
Yeah,
because he hurt that hamstring.
Well, and like I said, Turner's a little bit banged up too. So Matt Ryan's actually been the one that's pretty much been dominating. Because he's passing the ball to everyone. But I still got Texas at home. I'm not gonna start Tate this week on my fantasy league team, but I got a feeling he's gonna have a good week this week. I really do. I feel like him and Foster will probably have some real monster numbers this week, and with them being at home, that's the reason why I got Tate. I probably would have took Falcons at home, but just with them being in Houston, I just kind of see them handling business and going ahead and not limping into the playoffs, but, giving enough time maybe for Schaub to come back. Schaub won't be back. And no liner, so we'll see what happens.
See if Donovan can go down there.
Donovan McNabb?
Yeah.
No, that guy is horrible. I think he's.
Do you think he's better than Yates?
No.
Really?
Yes, I'm serious. I don't think he's better than Yates.
I think he could be better than Yates.
Donovan's not.
I'm not saying he's got a whole bunch left in the tank, but I mean,
did you see Ponder run the offense after he got it? I mean, it was just like Ponder had been in the NFL longer. Donovan's done. He just go get an analyst job and call it a day. And
that's what people said about Kurt Warner. Look what happened to him.
Well, Donovan doesn't have a ring like Kurt Warner had. And Donovan didn't control the best offense, so probably
Kurt Warner was done. Everyone thought he stunk.
Well,
and actually, he came back and he
the
was
guy
really
that said he was done was Coughlin, and he's known to cough up some boo boos here and there too.
It wasn't exactly like a mad dash to go pick up Kurt Warner.
Yeah, but when we seen him play for the Cardinals, he looked awesome. I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, what I'm saying, the credibility of Tom Coughlin is not.
But he's not the only person that said that. Most people thought he stunk, that he was done.
I mean, he didn't play much to really tell. He didn't get protected much. I mean, he's the reason why they drafted Eli. So, I guess he helped the organization that way because they won a championship with Eli.
Mm-hmm.
Fact of the matter is, Donovan's no Kurt Warner. Not even a question about that.
I don't know. I'm just saying there's
Kurt Warner was in charge of the greatest show on turf. I mean, you talking about holding the offense. He was in charge of that.
Okay, Donovan was just a piece of crap. He just wasn't
good. Andy Reid makes quarterbacks. Andy Reid does well with quarterbacks.
Yes, Vick and Young are doing great.
Vick's always
and Cobb, really, that worked out great.
Got Cobb a big contract.
Yeah, who's he playing for?
Listen to what I'm saying. When they're playing an Andy Reid system, then they're doing good.
Except they're not.
It got Cobb a contract. Cobb is a bust. He sucks. But because of what Andy Reid made Cobb look like,
he wasn't good. Even with Andy Reid.
He was decent with Andy Reid. He was good enough to get a big contract.
That's the whole point. Look, you have these guys, you say he makes quarterbacks, but the quarterbacks aren't good.
They're good with him, though.
They're not, though.
How they're not?
Who's been good besides Donovan McNabb? Name one.
When Vick's not injured, he's decent. When he's not injured, he's a good quarterback. Do you remember
I disagree.
You must have forgot about last year.
Okay.
You totally forgot about last year.
Why do people... Okay, it's like with Tebow. Like, people get on this bandwagon. They have one good year where they're running all over the place doing great, and then the next thing you know, oh, wait, you know what? They're not that great at passing. Michael Vick doesn't even
actually,
read
Vick
defenses. He doesn't really...
Vick can pass. Don't compare Vick to Tebow, because that's not even in question there.
We can't compare those two? They don't have a little bit of a similarity?
Not even!
They love to run the ball. They're not that great at passing.
Vick took his team to the AFC Championship game before he went to jail. He was a better passer. Hands down.
He was definitely a better passer than Tim Tebow. I'm just saying that there are some similarities in the career.
Okay, whatever. I don't know about that one. Whatever. Next, we'll move on, because Vick to Tebow...
They have similar career paths in a way.
No.
They win games, everyone gets all hyped up, and you'll see they're not good.
Vick was the number one pick. Vick won a lot more games than me. Vick's mechanics were much better.
I'm talking about the path of their career. They come in, they win games, they have some flash, they can run, they're fast, they're athletic. Next thing you know, they're not good.
Vick started off the back. Wait. He started off the back. Tim Tebow was forced into a starting role because of the fans.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm talking about when they start playing, they win games, right?
Yes.
They run the ball, not as great at passing as other quarterbacks such as, Brady, Rodgers, Manning.
Right.
Okay. Then, next thing you know, they're not winning games anymore.
Well, we haven't got to that point with Tebow yet.
I think we're going to.
And I think jail-wise with the Eagles, I don't think they should just kill that whole team. I just think they should wait till next year, let them have a full offseason, and then see what happens then. I just feel like the offseason with that many different new players and new different characters and everything gelling together, and the whole Deshaun Jackson situation is just, you got to pay the guy if you want him to play. I mean, the guy makes less than the long snapper. Less than the long snapper. The guy that snapped the ball for the punt.
I agree with that. I think they totally led him on and were like, yeah, you know what? If you at least sign so we can get you in a training camp and get you playing, then we'll give you a big contract. And they've kind of screwed him over.
Basically, they signed all these players.
If he knew that was the deal, that he wasn't getting the contract right that second, don't you think he'd want to go out and play harder and try and prove that he's worth a lot of money?
Sometimes he's always had like those attitude off the field issues. So we're not. I mean, maybe for us we would have done that, but for him, maybe that's not what his thought. I think he's handling the situation wrong with the attitude. I would play my heart out. You know, at least get a big contract with somebody else if they don't sign you.
Exactly.
Fact of the matter is, they made him mad and he's upset about the situation. But moving on, because the Eagles are a whole hour's discussion.
Yeah,
we want to talk about that team.
Go on forever.
Packers at Giants. That's gonna be a interesting game.
I'm a little nervous about that game.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous. I just feel like the Giants coming off a bad loss. You know, obviously all the Packers talk with the undefeated.
Every time I doubt the Packers, they kind of make me look bad. So I don't even know if I want to doubt them anymore. I'm being honest with you. Until they play my Niners in the playoffs, I just don't. I don't want to doubt them right now. Just because, I mean, the Giants, you know,
they're so inconsistent. I never know what to think.
I mean, God, it's really the defense. They have all these big names on defense, and they're not getting pressure on the ball. I mean, I know the secondary's been beat up all year, but come on, man. This is the NFL. The best of the best. Plug, play, do something.
Yeah.
But Amar Bradshaw could be back. That could change some stuff, because Jacobs is...
He stinks.
He's bad.
He's really
he's not
bad.
even... I don't even know what to tell you about him. And he was one of the guys that, you know, they're not committed to the run game, and then you get the ball, and what do you do? What are you doing?
Look like an idiot.
I mean, you look bad. At that size, you're not running anybody over. You get hit by the free safety. I mean, it's just not looking good. I'm just going to go be safe. Go Packers this week. Don't want to doubt them. Aaron Rodgers is rolling. You don't know who's going to throw the ball to. All these touchdowns, all these different players. I just can't go against them this week. The Giants, this pretty much knocks them out of playoff contention this week. So, and yeah, I know it really shouldn't be a pick we should discuss because you're going to be so biased to your team. So,
well, I almost don't even want to pick the Packers because I feel like I'll reverse jinx them.
What?
I always like
you pick in your mind every week. You feel like they're going to win every game, right? What? How can you feel?
I feel like logically, yes. I feel like they should. They're going to win every game.
Not on your not on paper. When it comes to like money and things like that, I understand picking against your team or something like that. But I'm talking about in your mind. I always feel like my Niners are going to win every week, even if I feel.
I don't feel like that.
I felt like they could beat the Ravens, but I felt like, that defense could do some things to us, and they did. But in my mind, I'm like, But if I'm betting, if I'm putting money, I probably would have picked the Ravens. I'm just being honest. I'm just saying, but just...
No, I don't know. I think as a fan over the years, you get a little jaded sometimes. Like, it's too good to be true. That's how I feel right now with them. So every game, I'm like, this is going to be the game they lose. It's just, this is too much fun.
Not too many teams go... I mean, what is it? You guys are, what, 12-0?
Yeah.
12-0. So, I mean, we came to this point with the Saints a couple years ago. They won the Super Bowl with 09, right? Mm-hmm. We had this issue with the some team just the Colts twice. They were like 14-0 a couple times and stuff, and then they started resting players. I feel like this probably be the last tough test into the playoffs that the Packers will see. Personally, if I'm on that team, I probably would like to get a loss to kind of see, you know, what could be issues that we could correct before the playoffs. Because you don't want to be like the Patriots of 07, and I mean. I thought it was conspiracy for them to lose. I really did.
Oh, I thought it was the greatest day of my life.
No, I really thought that was a conspiracy. It should have never happened. It just didn't seem right. That team was so dominant for most part of the year, and to get beat in the Super Bowl was just...
It was a shame.